Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, welcome. My name is Faith. Today I am so excited because I'm going to Zara and filming like a vlogger style Zara annual sale. For those of you who don't know, Zara does a huge sale every single year right after Christmas. It's usually like the first week of January, and it is insane how discounted the prices are. We all know Zara is so expensive, so if you could stock up and save, might as well do that. I've already filmed one haul and it's already up on my channel. I'll leave it linked down below if you are interested in checking it out. But I figured, you know what, why not bring y'all in the store with me today so I can give you a few of my tips and tricks on how I specifically shop the sale, especially when I don't have a lot of time to spend combing through all the racks. I do have a few tips up my sleeve, so if you're interested, let's go ahead and go to Zara. And record in the store, but it was crazy in there. There was a huge line and people were actually waiting for the store to open before it even opened, so I just skipped the whole filming in store, and I just filmed bits and pieces for you to see what it looked like. But I'll go ahead and sit and give you my tips now. I didn't want to be annoying filming and people were watching me. If it were a little bit more dead, I would have totally done it in the store. I also didn't want to get kicked out because I don't know what Zara's rules and regulations are for vlogging inside their stores, so I just figured, you know what, might as well just talk about it right now. First tip I have is when you're shopping the Zara sale, really look for those big quality items that you are needing to stock up on, meaning jeans, jackets, dresses, and shoes. Those are the first things that I always look for. I always scan the store first and make a big loop and look at those items first because I feel like those are the best items that are discounted. The jeans are usually half off, and we all know that Zara's jeans are really great quality, but they can be a little bit expensive depending on the type of jean you're looking for. I find that they're really nice, they're really bulky, they feel like really good quality, and they last you for years. So that is the number one thing that I go for. As soon as I get in the store, check out all the jean stands. I don't kind of fidget around between jeans and shirts. I literally go and look for the jeans that are on sale, and I also look online. So be sure, if you can't make it to store, check online as soon as the sale starts, because that's when I'm able to snag a bunch of the stuff. Another tip, I will also buy 2 different sizes if I'm not sure what size I am, especially if I don't have time to go into the changing room. A lot of the times there's a long line, so sometimes I'll just buy 2 same jean but in different sizes. And make sure to keep your receipt. Zara does not let you return without a receipt. It's a little bit annoying, but I get why they do it. And when you do have the receipt, you only have 30 days to return the item. After 30 days, you can only exchange it for something else in the store. You cannot get your money back. The next items I always look for are the blazers, jackets, coats, and cardigans. This is another thing that I feel like Zara does really good at discounting during this time of the year. They're usually anywhere from 30 to 50% off. And Zara's jackets are so expensive. They're good quality, but they can be in the $200 range. So I find that spending like $50 to $60 on a good jacket is a great investment, especially for the quality. They last you for a lifetime, and I feel like you can never have too many jackets, especially if you live in a colder climate. I look for the ones that stand out to me, things that I don't already have in my closet. I try to stay away from a lot of prints and make sure that I really get my use out of the jackets. I love the trench coats. The puffer jackets are really in right now. And I make sure to try those on because you can easily just slip them over the clothes that you're wearing. Whenever I go shopping, I never wear anything like super warm because I find that I get really hot when I'm shopping and I'm carrying a bunch of things. So it also makes it easier when I'm trying on jackets or hoodies or anything like that. Also, if you are looking for workwear, now is the perfect time to stock up. They have a bunch of slacks and they have a bunch of blazers. Now, the blazers I was a little disappointed with this year because they were only discounted like 30%, and a lot of them were like $80, which is still really, really expensive for blazers. But I did find a couple in the $50 range, and I did decide to snag them because they were really great quality. They felt really durable. They felt really thick, and I love a good blazer. You cannot have too many. Again, I'm sticking with the neutral theme. I'm sticking with like the blacks, the beiges, and trying not to get anything that's too trendy unless it's super discounted, like in the $20 to $30 range. Then I will allow myself to splurge, but typically I'm trying to stay in that like under $50 range. Next tip I want to tell you is make sure to bring a shopping bag to Zara. They got rid of their shopping bags, so you can't carry a bunch of stuff in store, and it is kind of annoying. I don't know if they're going to bring them back. I'm assuming they got rid of them because, you know, they don't want to have to clean them, and with everything with COVID going on, which is understandable, but just bring your own bag or else you're going to have to carry everything on your shoulder, and it is a hot mess. You end up not getting as many things as you want because you just run out of hands to carry everything. But I do have a tip for you. If you did forget your bag, don't worry. Sometimes you can get lucky and you can find a large tote in store and use it as a bag. Like, you don't necessarily have to buy it, you can just use it. And I actually got lucky today. I found 2 black leather bags and I was able to shove a bunch of things in them, or else I would not have been able to make the most out of my trip because, like me, I'm human. I forgot my bag today. Okay, the next item that I look for after I look for the jeans are the shoes, because I feel like the shoes run out of stock the quickest. I make a quick lap around the store and look for all the shoes. These are pretty easy, but I also feel like these run out of stock because people can easily grab them. They're not like the shirts and like the pants where you actually have to shuffle through the racks. You can just see the shoe and you can easily find your size. So I always look at the shoes after the jeans. Sometimes I'll even do them before I do the jeans. It just depends how many people are in there, but I'll make one quick lap, look at all the shoes, see any I like, and make sure to grab them in my bag before someone else does. Another shoe tip is to look online. If they don't have your size, download the Zara app. You can easily scan the barcode and it shows you if it's in stock or not, and it shows you that exact item. You can also see if they have it in other stores. So if you really like a particular style but it's sold out, get the app, scan it, and you can see if it's in any other store or if you're able to ship it. The next item that I always look for are the bags. I feel like Zara has a really, really great quality handbags that look really expensive, look really luxurious. So I always do a scan while I'm doing the shoes and I look at the handbags. A lot of them are really discounted, like $20-30, which is such a steal because although the Zara bags are great quality, they can be so expensive, usually like in the $50 to $60 range. And a lot of them are a lot smaller, like they're little clutches or they have like really great detail. But I just feel like it's a little bit expensive to pay for a bag. So a lot of the times I'll stack up on the purses. If I see a couple that I like, I will definitely grab them because I know that this sale is worth it. The next item that I usually look for are pants. Now, pants can be a little bit tricky, but if you know what types you're looking for, like I personally look at the bottoms first because it just is easier to shuffle in and out. So if I look at the bottom and I see that it's a bell bottom, a lot of the times I won't, buy it because it's not really my style or it's a very particular use, particular day. If I'm looking for a bell bottom, it will most likely be very, very specific on what occasion I'm wearing it for. But a lot of times I'll look at the bottom. If they're too large or if they're skinny jeans, I typically won't go for them. And it really does help narrow all the pants out. I just feel like it's a pretty good tip because you can shuffle through them pretty quickly. Another thing that I will do for the pants is I'll weed out all of the trendy designs, stuff that I'm not going to be able to get more than 3 uses out of. I will automatically not buy. And I really look for the colors that I know that I'm going to gravitate to over and over. I do vary by colors, so this is also helpful. I'll go straight to the beiges and the browns and the blacks because I know that I will get a lot of uses out of those. It helps me easily skip back and forth. A lot of the times I'll skip the black area in general, even though it is such a good color and goes with everything. I just have so many black pants in my collection already that it saves me time just skipping through, and I really look for the pieces that I don't have. Another tip that I have when you're looking for anything is I just look straight at the sizes. I don't even look at the design. Sometimes this helps, but it can also hurt too, because if you really like a design, like I said, you can look it up online, but sometimes I just don't have the patience or the time, and I'll just skip over it, or I'll come back and do one last lap. If I really like something, I'll try to find it online, but I have to be genuinely in love. So basically I just look through the pants and I look at the sizes, and if I don't see my size, I just keep on moving, and this kind of helps me save a little bit of time. Lastly, I look at the sweaters. These are generally pretty easy to look at because, again, I use the size method. I just look through and try to find my size. I also feel the material. I make sure to feel if I think it's going to shrink or not, or if it's super itchy, or if it has a bunch of those fuzzies. Sometimes those are just like automatically no's in my book. It just depends what you're looking for as well. But I can generally pass through those pretty quickly and then move on to the dresses. The dresses is one of the areas where I do spend most of my time because I do think the dresses at Zara are really good, but a lot of the times I'll shuffle them out through the length. Like the really long ones, I'll definitely take my time and look through because I feel like the long ones are really great quality. And if I can find one for $30 and under, I feel like that's a steal because I get a lot of use out of my dresses. You can wear them to weddings, parties, dinners, brunches, so you can get a lot of uses. So I will spend my time there and shuffle through. Again, I use the color method where I go directly to my favorite color and then I shuffle through those first, and then also use the sizing method. So if I have a favorite color and I see ones that I like, I go through the sizes, and if they don't have my size, I just generally go to the next section. Dresses are the one category that I will take my time and actually look it up online to see if I'm able to find it. Lastly, I move on to the shirts. Now the shirts definitely take me the longest. I don't spend a lot of time because generally I get all the shirts online from the Zara sale, and I won't even bother looking in store unless they're like decent length. A lot of the shirts I find during the sale are cropped, and I'm sorry, but I'm not going to spend $25 on like half of a shirt. It just isn't a good investment on my end. Now, if I really love it, then obviously I will, but generally I just pass the crop top section because I feel like it takes the most time, especially because a lot of those have different strings and different ways to connect, and I just don't feel like looking through all of them. So those are the ones that I'll also look online because you can already see how it looks on, easily decide if you want it or not. And then on the shirts, I do the color method as well. I go to my favorite color and then I do it by the size. Another tip I have for the shirts and the cardigans and the sweaters is I look at the sleeve. Sometimes I don't like when the sleeve is too big because I feel like, especially like on the long sleeve, this applies more to the long sleeve section. If I raise my hand and my sleeve falls all the way to like my elbow, it's a little bit annoying for me. So I do like to look for the sleeves that are cuffed or a little bit more cinched in. So that does help me narrow things. I also try to look for stuff that I'm going to get multi-use out of. So I do stick with more of like the natural beige colors, and it does help me narrow out all of the trendy designs. I will, like I said, grab something if I really love it, but a lot of times I'm just there for the basics. That is it for today's video. These are all my tips and tricks for shopping the Zara annual sale. These can be applied for any store that you're shopping at, so I really hope these are helpful. I am going to upload a part 2 to this video, actually showing you what all I got, kind of like a vlog style try-on haul. I did see a bunch of things that I love, so definitely look out for that video. It should be coming in the next day or so. Leave me a comment down below if you have any extra tips that I missed out. I would love to hear from you. This is a community, so I feel like if we could help each other out, that is always the goal. But until next time, guys.